Hey guys, welcome back. Here we are today talking with Travis and Corey, and I wanted to talk to them about if you are a new startup, if you were starting a company, you're going to open in a week. From their perspective and what their expertise is, what is it you need? So Corey is an amazing videographer. He does a lot of video for multiple companies. And Corey, if somebody came to you and said, "I'm opening a business next week. What is it I need in the first 90 days to really blow it out of the water from a video perspective?" Tell us what that is.
Sure. Well, first off, I would have asked them why are they waiting in a week to open up to even start putting out content and to be on social media and utilizing any of those platforms. And if they were just like, well, I didn't know, cool, but you got to be thinking at least 90 days ahead anyways, if not longer. For example, a friend of mine opened up a business, and I probably told him 6 months before he even went officially open that he needs to have a presence, an online presence, and record some videos, some how-tos, some quick tips, some instructional, whatever it is, and just put it out there. And he obviously didn't do any of that, and now he's having issues with having people come through his door because no one knows who the hell he is or where he's at because he waited till the day he opened to start putting stuff out. And then 90 days later, you'll start having some traffic. When if you would have done it beforehand, you would have, people maybe knocking down your door trying to see what you're all about. But as from a video perspective, I would say record everything, even if it looks like shit, sounds like shit. It doesn't matter because nowadays things are more acceptable. Shot on your phone, right. Shot through anything. It doesn't have to be a $10,000 camera anymore. Because your eye's trained to certain things nowadays. Even when you go to a movie, some of the movies are shot. They use iPhone footage in multi-million-dollar movies. So your eye's trained to certain things now, and I think you just need to just do it at the end of the day. Like, don't talk about it, be about it. You know what I mean? So I think you just go do it and record everything. Always shoot horizontal if you're using your phone because you get more information. The quality is much better, and nowadays you have a 4K video camera in your pocket
right.
that you can literally shoot and edit on, and then output into any social media platform. So that's what I would do. Just record everything.
Record everything. Just document your whole day, every day.
Yep, 100%.
Now, I love the fact that you said business doesn't start on day one when you unlock the door, right? Yep. Business starts 3 to 6 months before trying to drive your customers. I love that.
Yep.
Now, Travis, I mean, you're really amazing. I mean, your strong points are systems, building systems for companies, building teams. So I got two subjects here. If you are a solopreneur, it's just you. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, you're running the day-to-day. You're ordering, you're selling, you're trying to find clients, you're running the social media, the marketing. You're doing it all. How do you stay organized to get that done?
So I think the simple answer is you've got to use some type of planning system. Myself personally, I use a planner. Just got a new one for 2018. This one has got some quotes in it. Allows me to think a little bit more, I would say, third quarter, fourth quarter of the year, as well as 2019 and 2020, which I really like about it. But you've got to be organized. I've also used my calendar on my laptop and Microsoft Outlook. It really just kind of depends, but you've got to stick to it, and you've got to be disciplined. The things that I learned along the way is, I've built in over time simple things as meetings. Everybody thinks because on a calendar or on any type of platform, they give you 30 and 60-minute or 50-minute intervals. That's how long a meeting has to be. My meetings that I typically try to do, if they're half an hour long, they're 25 minutes. That gives me 5 minutes to catch myself, use a restroom, whatever the case may be, grab something to drink before I step into the next thing. So I hate being late. I think it's disrespectful, and I really try to make sure that I'm not that person. And then I think the other thing you got to think about is yourself as everything nowadays, and I've really taken to this in the last couple of years, is everything's around your health, right? And if you're going to be the best version of yourself, you've got to look at it through nutrition, fitness mindset, right? And so for me, I make sure in the mornings and the afternoon, I have a 10 or 15-minute window built in that allows me to go take a lap around the building, get some fresh air, go do something that I want to do, call my significant other, whatever the case may be, so that I've got that little kind of break that I need to keep me kind of recharged throughout the day.
You know, I really love that you said call my significant other, because I know myself as an entrepreneur, you can work 18, 19, 20 hours and go, oh my gosh, I've lost touch with my family today. Or, you know, what are they even doing? I haven't even seen them all day. Really like that you threw that piece in there. Now, I'm going to come back to the second question for you, Travis. Corey, I was sitting here thinking, you said document everything. So now I've got an iPhone with 256 gigs and it's full. How am I using that for social? Like, how do I take that footage and what do I do with it on the different social medias, on email? Like, what is it I need to be thinking about how to use the footage and where?
So, not everybody is like a filmmaker and they know how to edit and add graphics and music and all that stuff. But none of that stuff really matters at the end of the day if you're putting out good quality content. And I think if you're recording yourself, you know, if depending on what your business is, say you own a spa or you own a martial arts school or something where it's like a interpersonal connection and you have actual people coming into your physical building, you could literally get out your selfie mode, record a video saying, thank you, Timmy, for coming in today. You know, how did you enjoy your massage? Get them saying that they loved it or whatever. Post that on Facebook, tag them. Every single one of their friends and family is going to see that. Wow, where'd you go get that massage done? Where'd you go train at that class? You know, so you can use that for Facebook.
Does it matter much in regards to? I've always heard different things on. I mean, can you put the same stuff on Facebook that you put on Instagram?
Yeah, you can repurpose. We repurpose stuff all the time. It's just a matter of the copy, what you're writing in the text needs to be different because every single platform is different and every single person's mindset is different when they're on those platforms. So when someone's on Facebook, they're on Facebook for a reason. When they're on Instagram, they're on Instagram for a reason. So you don't want to have a long, 2-paragraph post in your Instagram because first off, no one's going to read that.
Right.
Because their attention span on Instagram is nil. And then on Facebook, you want to have some sort of call to action, like a share this post if you agree, or heart this post if you agree, or tag someone that you think needs this, or whatever it is. Sure. So, record as much as you can and then splice it up. And if the best part of your 5-minute video is only 30 seconds, cut that part out, throw it up on Facebook. And start tagging people and locations and stuff like that and use hashtags.
So basically what I'm hearing is you want to take all this video, take the good parts of the video, put it on all your platforms so that people can see your authenticity.
Yes, and build your brand and build value because if you're just putting stuff out there that's, salesy or you're just selling stuff or you're not putting out interesting content, then no one's really going to care at the end of the day. And if no one cares about you and your story and your background and what you're doing, then they're absolutely not going to buy whatever it is you're trying to sell when it comes time.
Or endorse you to anybody else.
Of course, yeah. If your content's good enough and it's getting shared and shared and shared and shared and people are talking about you left and right, then you should have no problem making a sale. So
absolutely.
Well said.
All right, Travis, back to you for our last questions today. At the end of the day, I'm no longer the solopreneur. I am an entrepreneur that needs to build a team. What are the key fundamentals to team building? I mean, I know I grew up in a world where I felt like when somebody told you to do it, you just said, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, you went and did it. And there was no questions asking. You did it at the highest level because that was the expectation you had for yourself, not just for your boss. And, whether things have changed or not, I don't know that we're always finding that person. So how do we develop a team to get that?
First, you need to take a step back and think about. It's kind of like Stephen Covey says, start with kind of the end in mind. So, what do you want your team to look like? Where are you taking your business? What does that business look like? What do you envision that business to look like 5 or 10 years now? If you just think about it on 12 months, it's not going to be successful. So, where does it need to go? Who are the players that you need to help with that, and what are those skill sets? I recently referenced the World Series and the manager for the Houston Astros getting so much so many props because he went out and recruited and brought people there that were athletes. Yeah, they came with they came being able to play a position, but they had a core skill set, and they were just great, well-rounded baseball players. And through the World Series, they had to play multiple positions, and I think that's important when you're putting together a team. With that in mind, you've got to sit down and really think about planning. And I used that word earlier from your first question, Todd. But you do, like, so think about a tire or a wheel on a bike. You've got the center spoke, and then you got all the pieces that go out to the rim, right? And so what's going to be the meat that's going to help you build that organization? And depending on what your organization is doing is going to depend on who's the first person you hire, and then where you build it out from there, and the steps you do to bring those people together and empower them while you're building it out. Todd, you made a comment a long time ago that stuck with me, and it's not about how much people think you know. It's how much. What's that saying?
People don't care how much you know till how much you care.
And it's true in everything you do. And if you're building a team and they know that at the end of the day you've got their back no matter what. You made a comment earlier in regards to you used to just say yes sir and yes ma'am and get it done. Well, those people will work like that for you if they know that and they feel that. And that's meaning it can't just be about the business when you're hiring people. You got to take time to get to know the person. And obviously there's a line in the sand there. You have to be careful, right? But again, the more somebody knows that you care about them and you're looking out for them, you're taking into consideration their drive time, work-life balance, whatever else might be important to them, and you're helping not only see them develop personally but also professionally, will make all the difference in the world.
And the word you hear all the time is culture. You're building this so it's not just me, the entrepreneur, giving that, but it's everybody giving that to each other.
If the team grows properly, it shouldn't matter if the leader's there or not, because everybody should be working under the same mindset.
Outstanding. Guys, I appreciate you coming in today for the interview. And guys, if you know anybody that could use this information, that could get something out of this, please share it with them. Our goal is just to help people take them to the next level.